All right, so we're going into this neighborhood. This is a property that's worth about $170,000, and the investor put $30,000 into the make ready. It is not common that you would put $30,000 in. So we're gonna roll in, we're gonna see what's going on, and let's see what he did. Let's see, is it worth it, or did the guy just way overspend and has no idea what he's doing? BiggerPockets, what is going on? Steve Rozenberg here, investing with purpose. Today we are in Northeast Houston. It's about 15 miles north of downtown Houston, and we have a property that this person spent $30,000 on a make ready. I've got Katie Malfer here, who's an expert agent, and we're going to talk about what he did, why he did it, and get to the bottom and understand, is this needed or did he overspend? All right, Katie, so tell me a little bit about this house and what we're looking at.
So this is a 4-bedroom, 2-bath. It is 1,300 square foot.
Okay.
The lot is about 5,200 square foot. It's backs up to a green space, which is really nice.
Mm-hmm.
He bought this property in 2006 for $113,000. Right now, the area with the square footage and bedrooms and bath, it is selling for around $170,000.
First of all, why did he put this much in? Why was there deferred maintenance on this, or what was going on?
Exactly. He had a long-term tenant for about 10 years.
Okay.
And so nothing had been done. When you walked in, you could see things such as the flooring was all carpet and it was yucky and the walls were stained. You could tell it just needed a lot of work.
So he came in, so basically he had to fix this up and he had to put the $30,000 in. So just looking around right here, I can tell that he did obviously a full repaint, right? And this is a situation where he did not hire that out. He did that himself, correct?
He did. He said he saved about 10 grand in labor costs.
So what did he spend on painting this thing on his own?
About 800 bucks.
Yeah, okay. So $800 to paint this, but that's not factoring in his time.
Right.
But still $800, okay. So he painted this, all the switch plate covers you can see are all brand new. It looks like the door is brand new, along with the light fixtures, which obviously, essentially, when you look around as we walk this property, it looks like it's a brand new house.
Yeah.
Now, if you look down, you can see that there are laminate flooring. This is important because this is basically making the floor indestructible, right? I mean, this is great material for a rental property.
Absolutely.
Now, what was here before?
Carpet.
Okay, so he had to replace that. Either way, he was going to replace the carpet, especially when you have a tenant here for that long. You are not going to be able to clean that carpet. Now, it looks like he may have replaced the windows.
He did. There was a few cracks that needed to be replaced, so he did get some windows.
Okay, now, the thing about replacing the windows you have to understand is you're probably not going to get more rent because of the windows being replaced. It's not something tangible that people can see. However, what you can sell is the fact that because these are more efficient windows, maybe your electrical costs and your energy costs will be cheaper, which is lower bills for the tenant when they're living in the property. Okay, so we're in the main living room, and to me, you should be asking yourself, was everything done that needed to be done? And I would say the answer is yes. So when you look around, we've got new flooring, that needed to be done. You've got new baseboards. You've got new paint throughout the whole room. You've got a nice new ceiling fan. You've got new windows, and you've got new blinds. And this is definitely in the right direction so far. Now let's go look at the rest of the house. Let's take a look at the kitchen. Okay, Katie, so tell me what he did in this kitchen area.
So he kept the cabinetry, which is in really good shape. I would not have replaced them either.
I agree.
He did all of the appliances, brand new stainless steel. Wash behind you. Obviously new sink, new countertops, and then put in this really nice backsplash.
Yeah, and the thing you want to know is that every city and every market is different when it comes to what appliances you're going to leave in and which ones you're going to provide or not provide. Here, he provided a refrigerator, stove, microwave, dishwasher, and that's pretty standard in this price point to include all of these things. And he did a very nice job. He's got the stainless steel. It ties in nice with the backsplash and the flooring. So everything was really good. He put some nice track lighting in here. So far, I I would say he did the right things in the kitchen because you spend statistically 80% of the time in the kitchen area. So this makes sense to go ahead and do what he did. So what did he spend to fix up this kitchen?
So for the appliances, he spent $2,800. Countertops were $1,800.
Okay.
And then just a couple of hundred on some of the fixtures and the backsplash.
Okay. So that's about normal of what you'd spend here in Houston, Texas when you are putting appliances and you're doing this. So for the space that he has, he did a really good job of making sure that it looks clean and it definitely flows very nice with the room and the space that he had available to him. Okay. All right, so now let's go take a look at the rest of the house. Let's see the bedrooms, bathrooms, and see what he did there and where some of this money went.
This is one of the 4 bedrooms.
All right. And again, as you see, there's new paint, there's baseboards, the nice flooring. He's got the new windows again, and he's got the blind. So everything he's doing is congruent. It looks nice. It smells good. It's clean. All the doors, if you've noticed, are brand new.
Right.
So you can tell he didn't try to patch them. He didn't paint them. He put brand new doors in with the switch plate covers. So it just looks clean. And that's what I like about this property so far, is everything so far is looking good. He did a nice job painting. Let's go see the other rooms. Okay. So this is obviously another bedroom. I like it because look, he's got the flooring looks nice, the paint looks good, right? All the doors are new. It just looks good. All the ceiling fans are new and they're all the same. That's what I like, they're not different. And so when you're doing this and you have a rental property, understand that having the same look and feel in all the different rooms is so important to keep that look. You want them to feel the same in every single room. You don't want it to look different, and that's what he's done. So far, he's done a very good job. I like what he's done so far.
Yeah, it makes a tenant feel like they can come in and decorate the way they want, like it's a nice clean slate.
Exactly. And something to say about that is when you have a property that you're renting, never ever leave trash or other people's furniture in the property. What you need to understand is that when a resident is moving into a property, they are trying to imagine their stuff, their couch. And if you show them a bunch of trash in the property, if you show them a bunch of debris, if you show them that you don't care, how do you think they're gonna leave the property when they move out? Probably the same, if not worse.
All right, Steve, so on this second bedroom, what do you think that he spent on this make ready?
Well, I would say it's probably gonna be a couple $100s, right? This is bedroom number 2. And you know, obviously everything is rolled in. You've got the same flooring, you've got the same paint, right? The doors, he put new doors on, put new windows in, and he's got the blinds and the ceiling fan. So it's all going to be probably a couple $100s because it's all rolled into everything else. So it's not gonna be much more. And again, this is what you wanna do to have a property that looks clean like this and it looks the same in every single room. All right, let's go check out the bathroom. Okay, so we're in the bathroom that's off the main living room, and it looks to me like he painted, he put new towel fixtures, new mirrors in, the sink looks original, the toilet looks original, and the bathtub looks original. So probably spent a couple $100s getting it painted, putting the new fixtures in. But other than that, I mean, it looks clean. Again, it looks nice. The tile looks good. I don't see any reason to do anything else. So let's go take a look at the other bedroom before we go into the master. And again, these are very basic, very standard, right? He kept it the same, which I like. It's, I mean, a couple $100. He did the flooring, did the paint. He's got new doors. He's got the light fixture, blinds, and windows. So he kept it standard, kept doing it, and again, it looks nice and clean. I really like the new doors, and I like the way it's all painted and clean. Okay, let's see what else he's done here to this house. So we know that he got a new air conditioning unit. What did he spend on the AC?
$6,200.
Okay, $6,200, which is about standard here in Houston. I'm not sure what tonnage the HVAC system is, but $6,200. We really like and appreciate the fact that this air conditioning works and is on because it gets very hot here in Houston. Let's take a look in here. And it looks like he has appliances. So he's got a washer and dryer. He obviously painted the room. Now, how much did he spend on the washer and dryer?
About $1,000.
Okay. Now, from a renting perspective as an agent, you like them or you don't like them?
So we like them actually in this price range because typically tenants in this price range don't have their own. But if they do have their own, now you have to tell your landlord that they need to come and get them and move them, or hope that the tenants move them to the garage and don't damage your new floors.
Yeah. Now, here's the reason that I do not like supplying these types of appliances. The problem is you become you are now in the appliance business is what happens. And now you are tasked with finding an appliance person to come out and fix it or repair it or replace it. And it takes time and it takes money, and you're not getting any more rent because of it. So I do not like supplying those because, again, I'm just telling you from my experience, when they break, and they do, you are now in the appliance business, and now you are gonna have to deal with it. And if you don't deal with it, now you have to deal with an upset tenant, and you fracture the relationship with the tenant over something that you didn't even make any money on. So that's just my opinion on it. Let's go ahead and see what is going on in here in the master bedroom and see what he did. Okay, so now we're coming into the master bedroom. And again, going back to what we talked about, everything is congruent. He's consistent, got new paint. They all look the same. And that's the key here. Even to the baseboards look the same, and that's what's important. Again, you don't always need to replace everything if it looks good and it can be cleaned, but you gotta make sure that it looks good. The last thing you want is they see orange bowls in the toilet or rust marks in the bathtub. That's not appealing to someone when they're looking at renting the property. So when we look at everything that was done, he spent $6,200 on the HVAC. He spent $3,800 on the appliances. He spent $3,500 on the flooring. He spent $850 on the paint because he did it himself. He spent $1,800 on the countertops and $1,500 on the fixtures and about $900 on the plumbing. Now, I would say so far, everything he has done in this property looks great. It was definitely needed. I don't think he's overspent, and he had a 10-year tenant before. Having a tenant for 10 years is something that we all, as investors, would like. So let's go outside and let's see what he's done. Okay, so we're outside without the air conditioning. Now, when you look at the yard and the landscaping, what's important to see about this is the fact that all of this is natural landscaping. And the reason this is important is, as a rental property, you don't want to have something that is super high intensive that you've always got to take care of it. Right. This stuff, just basically trimming the bushes is all you have to do. It will live on its own. That is very important when you have a rental property.
Yeah.
Now, I noticed that he put a new roof on. What's going on with this? Was this part of the make ready?
It was. They had previous hail damage, okay. So it was worn. It was the original roof. Insurance covered it. He just had to pay his deductible, and it was $3,800.
Okay, great. Let's go ahead and take a look at the backyard and see what was done here. So, I did not see in the bid that he put new hardy siding on. Now, this is what's common here in Texas, is a hardy plank, but it looks pretty clean. So maybe he just had it pressure washed.
Pressure washed and painted.
Okay. So again, you see the yard, it's basically grass, right? And you've got the siding. Now, if you look right here at the electrical box, he had a brand new electrical box put on the property. And as you see, he definitely spent the money, because this is a very serious electrical box that definitely can handle any upgrades that need to be done. So he did a nice job with this, getting the new electrical panel, because again, when tenants move in, they may have a lot of electronics and a lot of things, and this is why you want to have stuff like this done before they move in. Now, what's cool about this backyard, I gotta say, is they've got no neighbors. I mean, how cool is this? You've got no neighbors behind you. This is what's called an overflow spillway. And this is when it rains, this is where the water collects. So what's great is that you've got a huge yard back here. Now, what a lot of times many people do is they will cut a fence, they will cut a gate in here so that you can just access the backyard, and now you have this huge backyard to do anything you want, because this is public property and you can use it for whatever you want to do. So this is cool. I like this backyard. Yeah, it's a nice view. It makes it look very, very big in your backyard. The one thing I would probably do is I would probably replace the fence, because it just looks worn, it looks old, and it's probably gonna give you problems. Like we saw over there, the picket over there, you know, something you're gonna have to fix it, you're gonna have to replace it. Maybe just spend the money and do it. You just spent $30,000 on a make ready. You probably don't wanna spend more, but this is one of those things that if if they have a dog and the dog gets out, you could be liable. If a neighbor's dog comes in and you didn't fix it, you could be liable. So we're coming over to the side, and I gotta say that the siding looks great. I mean, they did a good job. Yeah, so I mean, the house looks good. I would say everything so far, he did the right things. He definitely was conservative with his money. I think he spent the money where he needed to spend it. He obviously wasn't afraid to spend the money. And based on the property and based on everything, I would say that this did make sense. He did the right thing. He invested it where it should be invested, and he will get his return back out of it. Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching. If you want to watch more videos like this, please make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe to the BiggerPockets channel. Thank you very much.